I went to the Avengers station, the Scientific Training and Tactical Intelligence Operative Network. Yes, they really did want it to say station. It was actually a lot of fun. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who's a Marvel fan. I must admit, I didn't know much about it before I went. I was actually asked to go by a friend who sent me a screenshot, which didn't say much about it, but had a picture of some of Iron Man's suits, and I thought, well, that's quite fun. I thought it would be, you know, a sort of Madden Two Swords sort of a thing where you go around and there are different things. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's a Marvel part of Madden Two Swords, but I haven't been since I was about 10, so I don't know. But it wasn't that at all. It was more interactive than that. When you first go in, you have to be briefed. You also get scanned to make sure you're not a Hydra agent, which is a nice little touch. Then the brief is given by Maria Hill, and then one of the staff tells you, about the place. You can go around, take as many pictures as you like. You go in, which I did, by the way. There'll be another slideshow at the end of this video. I don't intend, to make it a thing in these videos that I have a slideshow at the end of all of them, but I have pictures, so why not a slideshow? But when you go in, you first go into the Iron Man room, and there's a suit of armour pointing its hand at you. That's going to blast you. It's pretty cool. Behind that is the Hulkbuster armour. You get some information about both of these two from the staff member, who then leaves you to go back into the briefing room for the next group of people. And you go on from there. The Iron Man room is, I think, a good place to start. Iron Man is the first canon. Is Incredible Hulk still canon? I'm not sure. But it's the first good film in the MCU, and so I think it makes sense to start with him. Also, he's a lot of people's favourite character. There are two interactive activities you can do. One is a game. It's basically like an Xbox Connect game, but you get to be Iron Man in his Hulkbuster armour. You get to shoot bad guys. The other one is it's a generator where you pick two chemicals and it smashes them together. But it's a good light show. You then go from that to the Hulk room, which I think is probably the least interesting room. The only really fun thing in that is a small table. You can press certain buttons, and then a Hulk that is on the screen will then do whatever moves you tell him to. Other than that, it's pretty barren in that room. You go from next to Captain America and Black Panther room. Probably my favourite, because Captain America's cool. Well, he's not really cool, but I like him, and that's all that matters. And then there's a sort of tertiary. No, there isn't. Then there's a Thor room. Thor. We'll also get about Thor, because the only thing in the Thor room is his armour and his hammer, which is glued to the floor. You have to try and lift it. That obviously offers some quite fun photo opportunities. Then there is the rest of the Avengers room, and you go into the villains room. And I don't really want to say too much about them, but it's fun just to be there, just to see them, to see the detail in these costumes, to see, just to really sort of feel part of something. It's sort of odd just how much the staff members try and make you feel as if the Avengers are real, and as if you're actually being trained to do something with them. Even actually the part right at the end, which I won't spoil for you, but is very fun. The final thing you do before the gift shop is a lot of fun. But no, well, I'm determined not to spoil it for you, because that would be wrong of me. If you want to find out what it is, then just go. And I recommend you do go. I don't know how long it's on for, actually, or what will happen when it closes in its current location. It is currently at the XL Centre in London, but where it will go from there, I don't know. But the stuff really try and make you feel as if you're part of something, and I think it works. because at least 2 or 3 times it sort of did feel like I wasn't just someone walking through a museum, which is what I assumed it would be. Like if you go to Madame Tussauds, you know, there's no sense of any of these, you know, things being anything other than wax models of people. But it really feels as if this place could exist in a world with the Avengers, as if you would have, you know, some mock-ups of some Iron Man suits, and you know, and these sorts of things that tell you about the Avengers, and I think it really works. There's the room with the villains, I think, is also quite fascinating, because that really makes you feel as if it could be part of the real Avengers world. There's the remnants of Ultron, and there's weapons from some of the villains from I think it's they are from the first Avengers film and second Thor film, whatever that's called. I don't really like the first 2 Thor films, but that does make you feel as if they have been picked up from, you know, from the site of some great battle between an Avenger and their enemy. After the villains room, you're then taken to this final secret part I'm not going to tell you about, and you're then debriefed again by Maria Hill, and a woman who I suspect was supposed to look like Black Widow, because she really did. She had short reddish hair and had an American accent. So I suspect it's supposed to look a bit like Black Widow, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a coincidence. I don't really know. If it is a coincidence, it's a hell of a coincidence. And if it is supposed to be Black Widow, then good on them. But you then go to the gift shop, which is where I got this poster. It's a very nice poster. There is a rather small selection of posters. It's not a poster, it's a canvas. I keep saying poster. But they're a small collection, but they're all very good. This is my favourite because it has all of the Avengers and the villains from Infinity War. There was nothing too exclusive in the gift shop, at least not that I could see, apart from a Black Panther statue that was life-size and looked slightly plasticky, I have to say. But why anyone would buy that, I don't know. Some people just have too much money, I suppose. But the gift shop is still a good place to get things. I think it's fairly reasonably priced. This was about as much as I would expect to pay for a canvas. The t-shirts were again priced at the sort of thing you buy in any normal shop. And like I said, nothing too exclusive, but I think it's still worth picking something up from there. But the final thing, as you're leaving, there's a table on which is a sort of a guest book, and it was asking people to leave their condolences, basically, on the death of Stan Lee, and I like that. There's a real sort of touch, because going through the thing, I completely forgot that Stan Lee had passed away, and that was a nice little poignant moment of reflection on the fact that that he created all these characters, or at least he helped in the development of them. I don't quite know enough about Stan Lee's full career to know if he created all of the characters that have ever been in an MCU film. I assume that he at the very least helped to mould them into the characters that we know and love. So, the Avengers Station. It was a lot more fun than I was expecting, and is in itself quite reasonably priced. I haven't told you about that. The tickets are £18 and possibly a booking fee. I'm not sure. Well, I'm pretty sure you can get tickets there. So £18 for an adult, because obviously I'm an adult. There was no children with us, so I don't know how much they are for children, but for adults they are £18, which is, I think, reasonable, because in what you get, we spent probably about an hour, and possibly even more than that, in there, walking around, looking at all the stuff. So, to sum up, I would highly recommend it. I don't quite think that you've heard that enough. I would highly recommend going to the Avengers Station. The Scientific Training and Tactical Intelligence Operative Network. Well, I think that's it. And I will hopefully be uploading another video within the next few weeks. I was hoping to do a video a month, but that seems to go out the window, since I had that plan after my first video, which I uploaded in October, and it is now December. So maybe one every 2 months, who knows. But I will endeavour to do one a month. But if the muses take hold of me and fill me full of video ideas, then who knows, you may get more than one a month. Not that anyone cares, I'm not completely sure I do, but there we go. If you want to hear me ramble about stuff, then by all means come back for more videos. I shall try to give my videos more of a point than my last two. My last two are literally just, here's a thing, let me talk about it. But maybe people like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now because I'm becoming annoyed by the sound of my own voice, so I can only imagine how it must be for you. So, see ya.